Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Crusader Kings 3 here today on the channel. We're back playing as King Maegor, the first of House Targaryen. This is episode 2. So, if you'd like to listen to that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. I'd really much appreciate it. We've ascended the Iron Throne. My brother Aenys has joined the Night's Watch, and we've won our war. However, there is still so much to do in Westeros. So, it's been 5 years of marriage with my Hightower wife. I'm trying to request a divorce from the High Septon, but because she's of Old Town, I'm sure they're going to decline, and there's, a lot of influence there. So, we're going to do a scheme to try and get rid of the Hightower Queen, and we'll look to try and get another wife. It's a very Maegor thing to do. Now, we haven't had an heir yet, but it's been 5 years. We should have at least had some attempt, or a small pregnancy. Although he has a lot of bad fertility stats and traits, there is a small chance that he can have an heir. So, in our war against Aenys the Unworthy, Robert Baratheon, my uncle, the Tullys, the Lannisters, and the Tyrells sided with us. House Arryn sided with the traitors. Jontas was sent to the wall. We have a new ruler in House Arryn. And the Starks sided with them too. A hostage has now come to King's Landing to guarantee the Starks. So, just looking through the family tree here. So, Rhaena has remarried. Jaehaerys, Aegon, and Viserys are sort of landless. And then we've got Alysanne, who... Oh, she's got golden hair. Interesting. So, let's try and bring in Aenys' children. But he's joined the Night's Watch with Brandon Stark. His dragon, Quicksilver, and the Arryns. Interesting, okay. So, Maegor needs his coronation as we look to try and get a new wife. We don't need the Hightower Alliance anymore, which we used to take the throne, and we want to try and get rid of the Grey Rats and their influence, the Maesters. So, the preparations are now going ahead. Okay, so what crown do we want? Crown of the Red Dragon, Fire and Blood. Well, no, we want Aegon's. Yeah, the Crown of Fire and Blood. I think that's the one we want. We don't want to have the Conciliators or... Why was Serwyn imprisoned? Oh, maybe he supported Aenys. Interesting. Do we allow Raymond to... take it? Yeah, we want the Conqueror's crown anyway. Ooh. A Kingsguard versus a Kingsguard. My cousin I could get to do. Alright, here we go. Serwyn of the Kingsguard. Although he's a traitor, he probably shouldn't have been given the honor, I guess. Robert Baratheon. Doesn't really like me, though. Alright. Oh, no! My cousin. Raymond. Son of Robert Baratheon. Member of the Kingsguards died. Yeah, alright. So, the other traitorous Kingsguard member has been allowed to stay? Okay. Okay, this is interesting. We need a new Kingsguard member. Galden looks alright. Okay, someone's been prowling in the dragon pit. No good. Okay, so we want to try and have a mixture of those that are got the prowess and sort of capability of being a Kingsguard, while also being of noble houses too, keeping them in check and line. Okay, so I'm not liked at the moment because the coronation has yet to be fully complete. Okay. My mother is chastising me. We've convinced the Dowager Queen, who's now 70, who still rides Vhagar. The ceremony is yet to be complete. Let the 7 who are one to bear witness. We've managed to convince the High Septon And now King Maegor has officially been crowned as king upon the Iron Throne. The lords of Westeros are coming to bend the knee, and there's going to be a banquet and festivities. Looks like I'm having some drinks with the Greyjoy. I guess I will chastise the Septon. I don't want to get too much of a negative opinion of him. Okay. So, Corrit of House Lewitt. He wants a trial by combat. We'll allow it. So Galden has recently joined the King's Guard, so if he dies, it's not bad. Okay, so he lost. Maegor in his court does still allow the old custom of trial by combat. Okay, and the coronation has officially been concluded. Thank you for all coming. So that's why a lot of the characters didn't like us. So the coronation is now finished. The King's Guard are being brothers in arms. We've got to reappoint the small council. Might even need to go through the King's Guard too. And we're still plotting against my wife. We do have the Conqueror's crown now. Oh, we got Serwyn's Kingsguard armor we can give out. We don't have the Conqueror's armor, which is a shame. Alright, still a lot to do in Westeros though. Okay, so let's start a chronicle against the wars against Aenys. Visenya's now 71 in poor health. So let's write the legend chronicle of Maegor the First. And let's allow someone who's quite apt at it. Okay, still plotting against the Hightower Queen. There does seem to be a fair few people that might join. Goran of House Greyjoy might, which is surprising. We might even be able to get some other members in. We want to go by secrecy too. Alla, one of my courtiers. Now, I wouldn't have to plot against her if the bloody High Septon would annul the marriage, but let's do that. And we might be able to get more members to help us out too. A dragon's gone wild. Oh no! It's because Visenya has now passed away. Well, at least we have her crown. The Dark Sister crown. And Vhagar has now roamed wild. So we've only got one dragon under our control. Balerion. No heir properly. Okay, so at the moment, we need to reassess our small council. Now, I know Robert Baratheon was the hand of the king for my father, but he's only got one hand. Well, he should only have one hand. When he got taken out by the Dornish. So I am going to request for him to be hand again. And he's going to accept, just because we've been in a time of war and he did support us. I think we'll allow the Greyjoy Lord Goran to be Master of Law, ironically. We had a good chat at my coronation. We could go with a small maester, a lowborn, to be my steward, but I might give it to the Lord Hayford. He's not well though, so we might end up giving it to a Lannister. My cousin, Daemon and heir, Daemon Velaryon is Master of Ships, so he can stay there. Who should be my Master at Arms? Staunton, I think. We probably need a Master of Whisperers too. Oh my god. Jarwin, 25. Well, we've only got 9. Oh well, that's going to help our plot against the Queen then. We've just had a really bad one. Our High Septon isn't the best either. Alright. So, we're actually going to be able to execute the scheme now and see if it works. The drink of life. We have been successful. The Hightower Queen is no more. And we've got away with it too. After the new Master of Whisperers has now come in. So Maegor, now 32. After that 7 years of marriage, hasn't able to sire any children. So we're going to go around Westeros and try and find a potential wife. So it's going to be tricky, but we need to try and find an heir. We couldn't do it with the Hightower woman. So let's have a look at the Targaryen family tree. So Rhea, currently married. Oh, hang on. Lewin is of poor health, so he might not last long actually. We might be better off elsewhere. Why did she marry a Dornishman? Okay. House Tully. Oh, my cousin. Interesting. So, House Tully will be half Baratheon. Okay, so, believe it or not, Lewin actually died in his sleep. So, my niece, Rhea, who rides Dreamfire, I believe, hang on, might be able to marry me. We invited to court. Yeah, because now she's died. Okay, yeah, and now this marriage will continue. Alright, so let's try with Rhaena Targaryen. Aenys' eldest daughter and heir, and try and combine our lines and see how we go. So the dragons will now wed. The Hightower alliance is no more. Interesting. So, can Maegor have a heir? Let's cross our fingers and hope. And she has another daughter. Okay, so still got some more traitors to deal with, and those we can ransom. So Maegor has been coronated. And we're still making plans and preparations to go to war with the Dornish, I suppose. That's our next target, but I would ideally like a son and heir, because at the moment, if Maegor dies, goes down to Dorne, I don't want him to, well, be dealt with the same fate as Meraxes and my auntie, Rhaenys. Okay, so there's nothing really else we can do here. We're also trying to save as much gold as we can to rebuild King's Landing properly and make it properly for a king. Alright, so Brandon's still in the dungeon. Oh, because that's the second time? Interesting, because Lord Walton now rules. Alaric. Solissa Stark is now forced to our hostage, Jorah. We still haven't dealt with him. Why is he in the dungeon? Let's send him to the Night's Watch properly. Demand conversion. I guess we ransom him back. He's not going to accept it. I guess we release him, so he'll join the Night's Watch. We've also got a couple of others in here as well that are just sitting in the dungeon. So let's look to release where we can. Obviously banish them, send them to the Wall or Essos, give them the option. And then if not, we just straight up release them. We do want to try and be a just king. One of law and order. And a new Grand Maester is coming too. 29, Clayton. Marek, Davos. Just clearing out our dungeons. There are always men needed for the Night's Watch. Reynard. Make way for the Kingsguard! What? Sir Oliver Bracken comes bursting through. Runs right into little old Solissa Stark. Okay. Nobody interrupts the Kingsguard. Oliver, are you mad? Go help her. Send the child to the Maester. I don't really care about the Stark's opinion of us. But a brutal Bracken. Not unsurprising. A little bit in their nature. Yeah, let's send her to the Maester. Damn, she just got smashed. She's only 5. Okay, so let's give Lord Walton our Master of Arms. And we needed a new Master of Coin. He died. Oris isn't healthy. Okay, so still heading our tome, right? Excommunicated, interesting. So we're still creating the book of Maegor the First Targaryen, the Conqueror. Got a new martial perk too as we're going down Gallant. That should really help. And Victor Valarian died 25 years of age. Wait, was incinerated by the cannibal? Why? Did he try to tame him? I did not expect that. Okay. A lot of my cousins seem to be dying. We could give it to an Aaron. Ronald Aaron. Probably not a bad idea. Let's bring them in. You think you can go a hand behind my back in a Pokemon? What? I'm sure he wanted to join Sir Hubert. Please be... Oh, okay, so... Interesting. He's not ruling, but he would rule the Aaron stead. Because, like, the line that... So the original Aaron's... The king who flew, he had a son, and then he was imprisoned, I think. So then it was like the cousins, Aaron's, who had like 5 children they inherited. So he really probably should be the Lord Hubert. Anyway, well, unfortunately on that note, it's time to wrap things up here. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed episode 2. Stay tuned for episode 3 coming out the exact same time tomorrow, where I think now we've got this new marriage, I want to try and get an heir. If not, we're going to go to war with the Dornish and see how we go. Hopefully, it won't be like our Vietnam and they're skulking around in the tunnels. We're going to deal with this Vulture King and bring Dawn under the control of the Seven Kingdoms. So, like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff, unless something else happens. Alright, make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thank you so much.